shared it when I played it. I was having a thread with Rod and probably Johnny. I've used the Barbra Streisand one. I mean, wouldn't it be something if I could just find it, like, on the radio with... Send in the clowns.
30 Republicans in Congress. Outside of that,
can't share Elton John. And yeah, I had a problem with Undercover of the Rolling Stones. Anyways, I'm at that point where I mean, I've been paying attention to myself a little bit. You know, I do listen to the show, and I just, like this morning, I'm having that moment. I decided to turn the camera on, but I gotta be honest. Enough is enough. Seriously, I'm not trying to like win anybody over or have anyone, you know, feel sorry, you know, that I feel this way. You know, it's of my own doing. You know, I thought I could, you know, be good at this. And, you know, you get doubts. You get doubts. You know, I mean, first of all, where can you do it? You know, I was listening to Savage yesterday. It's like, you know, how many times can you just keep on pushing buttons? You know, I mean, how what's the at what point do you just say to yourself, you know, it's just something that's just gonna go on here, and I almost tripped over a twig. Maybe fall flat on my face. But today I did. I did fall flat on my face. Because I'm conscious now. I'm conscious of, you know, the things that I did. I mean, really. I mean, because this is where we are. I mean, people will eat you up and spit you out. You know, there's professor over there, like, you know, she's got this new... Something new is always arising with all this. This is too much. It's too powerful. I don't even think Trump can handle it. I don't. I mean, I'm just wondering what's going to happen next. I mean, how can this one man? I mean, now tax invader, screwed the American people over for 500 million. 500 million. You know, it's just a matter of time. And what happens now? What happens? I mean, all this stuff that, you know, we've come to find out about inner workings, how things are run. And it's like, and now, like, oh God, you know, this man came and he was able to, like, show us all this stuff. And it's like, he's not going to be there very long. It's scary. I mean, we're just going to sit here, well, what's going to happen? You know, I did a play one time at this place called Salem. It's a theater. And it was so beautiful. I mean, the historic thing about it. I don't know if this is the place where the trials... I mean, because this Salem is just... I mean, it's not too far from here. It's like, I don't know, 40 miles maybe? guessing maybe 80, somewhere in that vicinity. People around here in this area knows where it is. I don't think it's near Williamstown, but I remember like in the early 90s I was doing theater, and I'm not sure if it was through Don or through, there was a few people that I met at that time. I know I did a dinner theater gig, and that's where I met this guy who eventually I ran into at karaoke. I believe his name was Brian. I know it started with a B. But, well, it was Agatha Christie. It was an Agatha Christie play. And yeah, I was mainly in it for, like, for stardom and all that kind of stuff. And then when I went to Hollywood, California, all that, it was like, when all these big movies were coming out, like, when A Few Good Men and all that, maybe Disclosure, I don't know. But 1992, Dracula, Winona Ryder. You gotta think of all the big stars back then. But anyway, at Salem. And then, yes, at this dinner theater. It's just, there's so many beautiful things, like, like things that are left behind for us to look at. Like history. And, that old saying, like, do we learn from history, or does it repeat itself? These are weird times. And I don't mean to, like, ring the bell. And there was a bell there. There was a bell at that Salem Theater. There definitely was. I know. I remember going up to it, and it was just like, seriously, I know. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Again, we're on the memorization kind of thing. But when I started singing, Send In the Clowns, I said, I can do this. I can handle this today. And then I was bringing up the Salem thing, and I was getting confused. I mean, because there's a Salem in Massachusetts. Like, and saying New England. I mean, New England is not 40 miles up this way. New England is more towards Boston. Send in the clown.